This is Coach Jim Tressel, and you're listening to Auto Smarts, presented by Germain.com.
And indeed, he is in the house. The coach joining us, Jim Tressel, our special guest. And, Coach, welcome to Auto Smarts, presented by Germain.com.
It's great to be here once again. This is our annual visit.
That's right.
And, you've changed studios on me, and this is kind of big time. And
did you notice the scarlet and gray?
I tell you what, it's big. It is. It is sharp, no question. Plus, you got Lexi here now. It's a lot better scenery than the last time we were here.
No.
Thank you, Jim. Come back anytime, as often as you want. Actually, we're firing one of them. You can take their place.
Well, Coach, it wasn't too long ago where you were presented with a special little gift from your wife, and Boots and I and Steve were honored to be there at that particular time. I think Steve Ling was there, too. Can you remind the folks what you got at Ohio Stadium not too long ago?
Well, Steve is kind of sneaky. He and Ellen and Mitchell Gadd kind of put their heads together. And, you know, a year ago this time we were talking about the fact that was always a lifetime dream to get that Mustang. And so they pulled it off. And you know, I knew we were going to get it. I just didn't know how and when and all the rest. And they put on quite a show, and marching band and scoreboard video highlights of the Rose Bowl. And
yep.
It was big time.
That was quite a delivery.
It was.
That was one I'll never forget.
We have Steve Ling with his comments, the marketing chief for Ford North America. He had to say the following things about that special presentation, if this will work, and, of course, our $1.99 computer decides it does not want to work at this particular time.
$1.85.
But anyway, it was an impressive vehicle. Tell the folks at home what that vehicle looks like. Scarlet and gray, right?
Well, it's I think it's, what was it called? Candy apple red?
That sounds good.
It's red.
Candy apple. It's
no,
red.
It's Ohio State Buckeye red.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Tressel red.
And it's got
red.
the nice black cloth. And really, Mitchell Gadd was the guy that got it done.
Yeah,
I went in and
up.
I just told him, I said, anything you got, I want on this car. And so he got me all the things. The electronics are out of this world.
Yeah.
No, I have not been in it enough to be real good at it. And the few times that I've driven it, when I'm trying to do some of those electronics, some voice comes from out of there saying, you're not allowed to do this while you're driving. You're supposed to be watching the road.
Oh, that's nice monitoring.
Well, that's true.
Right, that's right.
It's not Ellen's voice, is it? Or?
No.
Right. Well, speaking of Ellen, now she went to all this trouble for you. She got you this wonderful gift. Every woman listening wants to know, what did you get for her in return?
Ooh. I hope she's not listening.
Why
does she have to get something in return?
It's just because
Why
it's
is
give and
that?
take of love and marriage, right?
Well, I would say this. She does well on the getting part.
Okay. She's always getting.
She just got a nice Blocko kind of ruby ring for Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah,
Santa
really,
was nice.
Santa was good, and I'm not sure it's quite as good as a Mustang, but, you know.
Yeah.
Women like shiny things.
That's
that works.
right.
That's a good
right.
one. All right. So
that's right.
there it was.
But she's got her name, you know, as you open the door on the passenger side and you look at the little floor railing there, floorboard thing. It's got Ellen right there, and it's got Jim on my side. And
right?
Oh, it looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell hooked
and
her
it
up.
shines up, the lights up when you open it. And
Now, this was a Mustang convertible that Coach got last year after his Rose Bowl victory against Oregon.
That's right.
That he ordered from us. So that was great.
And we got to say how this happened. Last year he came on the show, and was when we were on one of the other stations, and we were talking about you and your wife's agreement. If you ever won a Rose Bowl, you were going to get a little red convertible with gray interior. So Steve and I and Mitchell and everyone jumped on that, and we Steve and Mitchell pushed you over the edge, and that was an honor for us to give that to you on the 50-yard line. You know, I come from a huge Buckeye family. I want to tell you, if my father was alive and saw that, I don't know if I would have been able to hold him down. I'd have had to take him with me, but it was a good day. It was a very memorable day to be honored to give you that car.
Do you remember why it came down to the Mustang was what I wanted? Do you remember what tipped me over?
No.
The commercial that Ford did with the young guy who came back from the service. That it was a little video they did where he came back from the service after serving our country and went to the garage and they opened it up, and his dad had gotten a Mustang way back in the day after serving his country, and so when his son got back, and it was the neatest video, and I thought, you know what, there's nothing more important in my mind than the United States military, and if Ford's behind him, I'm behind Ford.
That's right.
There you go.
And you'd just gotten back from Iraq.
That's right. Yeah, I had spent 8 days over there, and you know, seen all those men and women who were what they do for this world. It's
Right.
not just for our country. If it weren't for the United States military, I'm not sure what this world would be all about. And so, yeah, no question about it. It is special.
And to remind you right now, gang, that this is Auto Smarts Radio presented by Germain.com on WNKK Circleville, Columbus, and WHOK Lancaster, Columbus. So, Coach, what are you up to right now then?
Well, we head out for 2 weeks straight of recruiting.
Okay.
By NCAA rules, we can go out 3 weeks in December and parts of 2 weeks early in January, and then 2 full weeks at the end of January. So we'll be everywhere you can think of for the next 2 weeks, and our National Signing Day is February 2nd.
Okay.
So we have to come off the road at the end of the month and give the kids 2 more days to ponder their decisions, and then signing day, and then you start moving forward for the next crew, and it never ends, just like your world never ends. I was talking to Steve last night at the basketball game, and he goes from his racing to his dealerships to his radio personality gig. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. I thought I was busy.
Well, but the thing is, you do all this for the Ohio State University, and you don't even get a week vacation? Come on now.
Well, you know what? During spring break, when our players are gone and school's closed and so forth, we do sneak away.
Okay.
In fact, this
Where
time,
do you like to go, Jim?
I like to go to Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, you do?
I might drive the Mustang down there this time, top down, go the whole way.
Just don't stop.
Just don't stop.
Rain or
Right,
snow,
doesn't matter.
shine, doesn't matter. That's right.
They make hats. You can wear a
And you
hat
know
on
what?
the way.
I'm not a real car expert for sure.
No, you're not?
No, you couldn't tell.
Well, you're a coach expert.
But I know this: when you turn on that Mustang, man, it sounds good.
That's all that counts.
Have you squealed the tires maybe just a little bit?
One time by accident. But I did. I told Steve last night. I said, I really haven't had it on the highway to really get it going. And he said, well, I remember one time you were driving up Route 23 toward Delaware, and you told me, you were in it. And I said, yeah. It was 80 degrees and sunny when I left the office. When I got to Delaware, it was pouring rain. I had to pull off and put my top down, and that was as far away from home as I've been in my Mustang.
If you ever do want to have some fun, we'd be more than happy to get you out national trails, the drag strip, and guys would be honored to have you take a little pass down the strip. So if you ever want to do that, you let Steve and I know.
Now, how fast would that Mustang go, Steve?
I don't know, Boots.
That'll go about 14.60 seconds in a quarter mile, probably 95 mile an hour. Now, if it hooks up, and what that means, if it gets traction. If the cleats hit the grass, it goes.
Yeah.
There it is. Translated.
I'll put in football terms for it.
Is that with the top up or top down?
Top up.
Air
has to
conditioning
be.
off.
Windows up and the air
Windows
off.
up, air off.
Really?
Right.
Yes, you aren't allowed
No
to hit
fun at
the
all.
drag strip without.
Really?
Yeah, because I went down the strip with Steve. He had the air on and the windows down, and the official came over and yelled at him. You very seldom see Steve Germain get yelled at.
Steve, what's the fastest you've ever driven?
155.
In what?
I was in a Pantera di Tommaso in 1974 on 270 East.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't listen. Don't
Don't
try
do that at
kids.
home,
Yeah.
kids.
Is
No,
there
that
a
didn't
statute
happen.
of
That was
limitations
back,
for
well,
tickets?
the speed limit was 75, so I was only going twice as fast. There you go. Speed limit.
Lexi, what's the fastest you've ever gone?
It's actually been on my Harley, and I've been about 110 on the
my.
Harley. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Then that was stupid, and don't do it. And anyone who's my age or older, don't act like an idiot on your motorcycle. Don't do it. I'm lucky.
I was with, I hate to say this, but I was with Pete Reichert and Fred's Lamborghini, and we were going down 33, and it was the worst day of my life. I won't even tell you how fast he was going. I wanted out of that car. I was definitely white-knuckled. Petey's a little crazy. But personally, I guess in a car at the drag strip, 125 mile an hour, that's in 10 seconds, too, so you're flying, you're hauling the mails.
I went 50 in a Maverick once.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite an accomplishment
Yeah.
in a Maverick that actually moved, that didn't catch fire or anything like that. Coach, I wanted to ask you, Michigan has added a new football coach. Your thoughts on that entire situation?
Yeah, I know Brady Hoke real
Yeah.
well. Brady played at Ball State and has been in the coaching business for quite a while. Was on the Michigan staff from, I think, 95 up through 2002. Good man.
Right.
He'll do a good job. He knows what Michigan's all about. He knows what the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry is all about. He'll be good. He'll do a great job for them.
Is he a good recruiter?
He is.
Is he?
He is. In fact, he
Maybe
had
not too good. I mean,
he had the Central Ohio area when he was an assistant. So, we're going to have to, we'll get some of those police that didn't give you a ticket for
Yeah.
going 250
Right,
or whatever
right.
to give him a ticket if he goes
That's
50
right. If he
coming in
comes
here.
over the state
That's
line,
right.
man, we got to send him back.
OSU's new recruiting tactic.
Little Buckeye battle cry for you here on Auto Smarts presented by Germain.com.